Thanks for following Steve on YouTube. You can also follow him on Facebook. You can follow him on Twitter. There's more information over there. Now let's go see the Tired Old Queen.
Where have you been, Johnny? Come on.
Tired Old Queen at the movies. Johnny, for Oscars, one of my favorite performances that didn't win but got nominated, Rosalind Russell in Auntie Mame, 1958, directed by Morton DaCosta. This movie is so hysterically funny. It covers the relationship between an aunt and her nephew over several decades. She lives in Beekman Place in New York, and she's wildly eccentric.
Now, I called you yesterday. Where are you?
Hello, May.
Hello, darling. I'll be with you in just a minute. Vladimir.
Incredibly funny. And Roz was up for Best Actress of the Year in 1958. It was the highest grossing movie, but she lost to my favorite actress, Susan Hayward.
I know nothing about any murder! Nothing!
Comedy actresses awards are seldom given, and I don't know why. Judy Holliday's one, Glenda Jackson is another, Helen Hunt is another. Very, very seldomly. I guess people think comedy's easy.
No! You do have a bust. Oh.
This movie is absolutely drop-dead terrific. Roz had done it on stage. Her career kind of petered out in the late 40s, and she went to Broadway very smart, and she did a musical version of My Sister Eileen called Wonderful Town, and she won a Tony Award. And then Patrick Dennis wrote a book called Auntie Mame, and then Lawrence and Lee, who had done Inherit the Wind, wrote the play version, and they gave it to Roz. And this was, of course, the basis of the musical Mame, which made Angela Lansbury an overnight sensation. I remember my mother, who never got my love of old movies, never, came up to me, and I guess I was in 5th grade, and she said to me, now there's a movie coming on television tonight at 9 o'clock. You have to promise that you'll go to bed when it's over at 1 o'clock, and you don't have to go to school tomorrow. You know, my God, I couldn't believe it. What was this? So at 9 o'clock, she turned the television on, she went to bed, and on came Auntie Mame. And I got it.
Your Auntie Mame is going to open doors for you, Patrick. Doors you never even dreamed existed.
It was sophisticated. It was witty. And I got all the jokes, and I knew that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be in New York, and I wanted an Auntie Mame. Little did I know I'd become one.
I'm your Auntie Mame!
Rosalind Russell also was like Peter Pan to me. She creates a wonderful world for this little boy who comes to live with her, that she inherits, her nephew. And it's filled with great performances by Coral Brown, who was later to marry Vincent Price, who plays Vera Charles, her best friend. And Peggy Cass, who was nominated for an Oscar, who plays Agnes Gooch, the homely secretary who has a baby out of wedlock.
Unwed mother!
And this was one of the first times they actually showed someone pregnant on the screen. The timing is fabulous. Roz gets a job at one point for a law firm called Whitcomb, Gutterman, Applewhite, Biberman, and Black, and she has to answer the phones, and every morning she goes, Whitcomb, Gutterman, Applewhite, Whitcomb, Gutterman, Mr. Applewhite, Mr. Biberman, Mr. Huberman. It's one of the funniest things I have ever seen in my life.
But it was amusing.
Yeah.
And it's just one of the most heartwarming, sophisticated, glamorous, terrific vehicles any actress could ever hope to get. And thank God they gave it to Roz. Roz Russell and Auntie Mame, you're going to laugh your head off. It's just the best.
Live! That's the message. Live! Yes, life is a banquet, and most poor suckers are starving to death. Come on now, child, live! Live! Let's go and live!
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.